Yo, okay. So today I'm going to be reviewing Novocaine. Now, I saw this yesterday night. It was a early access screening. I think it was called the Early Access Adrenaline Rush, some shit like that. So yeah, I'm very glad. It was a good time. I had a blast. The audience was really engaged. It was laughing, cheering, all that shit. The usual. And I enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would. Based off the trailer, it looked like, it just looked like your generic action movie where they spoil all the cool bits in the trailer, yada yada yada. It's nothing really special. But this movie really it surprised me, and it was much better, much better than I had anticipated. So I ended up leaving the theater, with my expectations, much succeeded, because I had low expectations coming out. I was pleasantly surprised, which I don't know why, because the cast is great for this movie. But yeah, let's get into it. So, Novocaine. It follows this guy who has a disease where he can't feel pain. His name is Nathan, and he works at a bank. He's the assistant manager. And he's played by Jack Quaid, who obviously, Richie in Scream 5. He's Huey in The Boys, and he was in Companion that came out this year. And he was playing the main antagonist for that movie, so now he's the protagonist. He's very good. He's very versatile. He's good at playing an antagonist. He's good at playing a protagonist as well. So yeah, he's played by Jack Quaid. And then we have Sherry, who is a girl that Nathan's character, or Jack's character, likes. And she is played by Amber Midthunder. Now, if nobody knows who that is, but I'm pretty sure you do. She was in Prey, which I believe came out in 2022 and went straight to Hulu. Prey, Predator, the latest Predator movie. Not for long though, because we're getting Predator Badlands this year and a secret Predator movie, which may or may not be animated. Don't hold me to it, but yeah, she was the main character in Prey, and she was fantastic. She was fantastic in Prey. So I knew that going into this, she was going to be great, and she is. She's really good at portraying emotion. So yeah, there's that. And the chemistry between her and Jack Quaid is really good. They have good chemistry together. But yeah, since he has that condition, it's their life expectancy for people who have that condition. I don't know exactly what it's called. I forgot. It was some long bullshit that I was not about to memorize, but he can't feel pain. So he's very restrained in his life. The movie starts off with him just, starting his day. He's very droopy, down, not a lot of, hype energy. He mostly plays video games with his online friend called Roscoe, who was played by Ned from the Spider-Man movies. And he was also in the tarot card movie that came out last year. But yeah, he just plays video games all day with Roscoe. And he works at a bank. So he goes to the bank, Sherry's there, and she, surprises him from behind, and he ends up spilling coffee on his hand, and she's like, oh, shit, my fault. But he's like, no, it's fine, because I can't feel it. Then Sherry asks him out to dinner or for lunch, and he agrees. They go to lunch, they talk. He tells her about his condition, and then she makes him try pie, and he ends up loving it. He was reluctant at first because he can't eat solid foods because there's a chance that he could bite his tongue off. He also has a timer on his wrist he said it for every 3 hours, so that his bladder doesn't explode, since he can't feel shit. So yeah, he tries a pie. He loves it. They end up going to this club, and they're chatting it up, yada yada yada. They end up going back to his place, and then he they get chummy with each other. They start yapping. You know, he all he really wants is to, I guess, find love. That's his main goal. You know, to find someone that he can truly love and care for, and she's looking for the same thing. He also Nathan. He also has like tattoos all over his body that he did himself, and Sherry reveals to Nathan that she grew up in foster homes, so she moved around a lot, and she ended up settling with, I think, a mom and an older brother. So, but they weren't really, you know, good. So she's been kind of on her own since she was 18, and she has like scars on her stomach and shit. So they trauma bond over that. They end up sleeping with each other, and then the next day, Nathan is electric. He's high on the coochie. He's high on the coochie, right? He's happy. He's happy as shit. You know, his life has finally been fulfilled. You know, he's eating shit. He's just giddy and happy. So he goes to work very, you know, satisfied with his life after last night. And then these three men dressed up as Santa Claus come in and start shooting the bank up. And one of them is played by Ray Nicholson, who is Jack Nicholson's son. And Jack Nicholson, obviously, he was in The Shining. And Ray Nicholson, he was in last year's Smile 2. And he's actually going to be in another movie that's coming out this month called Borderline with Samara Weaving. He's also going to be playing the main antagonist in that movie, so there's that. He's great. So yeah, they shoot up the bank. They're trying to get the code to the vault. They end up killing the manager, knocking out Nathan, and taking Sherry as a hostage. Nathan wakes up and he decides, hey, bro, after last night, I gotta save her. I got to. So he goes after her, and a wild goose chase ensues. He ends up catching one of the guys, and they have a little brawl in this kitchen. It's revealed in the trailer. He ends up shooting the guy. It's literally in the trailer. So there's that. And then there's these two detectives. One of them is this lady. I don't know her name, but she was in Get Out. And she was also in Upgrade, where she played a detective as well in that movie. She's playing a detective here, and she has a bald, older male partner. And they're essentially on the case. Her and Nathan have a little chat, and Nathan just says, yo, man, have you ever, you know, loved someone so much that, you know, you would do anything to save their life if there was in danger? She was like, yeah, you know, I have a daughter. So he was like, would you wait for someone else to go save them, or would you save her, or would you do it yourself? So, you know, she ends up having a little bit of a soft spot for Nathan. He kills the guy. He goes to this tattoo place to get more information on who the guy is, like his last name, his address, so that he can report it. And who's at the tattoo shop is this big ass bulky bald nigga who he ends up scrapping with, and then he gets slammed against glass, and he starts banging the glass with his fists, essentially a bootleg Wolverine, and just goes ham on the nigga until he's chips. Then he gets the address to the guy he killed. He goes off to the address, which is set up with booby traps. And by the way, the other two, they get back to this car garage. No. It's oh damn, what is it? You know, the place where you get cars repaired. Whoa, why is it blanking in my head? It's not an auto shop. The mechanics, I guess. And it's revealed that Sherry is actually working with them. She was working with them all along, and Simon, played by Ray Nicholson, is her brother that she talked about earlier. And the other guy who's there was brothers with the guy that Nathan killed in the kitchen. So the guy goes off to find his brother, and meanwhile, Sherry, she's like She's upset that Simon killed the actual manager, and she seems reluctant to continue to live this lifestyle. Um, so yeah, Nathan back at the house. He goes to the guy's house to set up with booby traps. He gets impaled in the leg. He gets this spiky thing hit against his back, and then eventually he gets hung upside down. Then the guy's brother shows up, but before that, he calls his good old Ned. Good old Ned from Spider-Man, and Ned's like, "I bet I'll pull up." Mind you, these two have never met in real life. They're just online friends. So Ned's on the way, but the guy is there, and he's pissed because he just figured out that Nathan killed his brother. So Nathan's like, "Okay, if you're gonna kill me, just make it quick. Please don't drag it out." You know what I'm saying? Because he can't feel pain. And the guy's like, "You know what? I have a better idea." He ends up tying Nathan to a chair and then just starts, bro. He rips out two of Nathan's fingernails. He like plays with the damn arrow in his leg, and then finally he goes to gouge out his eyes, which would actually be bad. But luckily Ned shows up in time to rescue him. They get into a little scrap, and then Nathan ends up killing the dude. GG's. Ned and Nathan finally meet. They embrace. The police show up, but Nathan is able to get away by taking Ned's clothes and Ned being the decoy. So there's that. Then he finally gets to the mechanics, where he gets the biggest just ever when Simon reveals that Sherry is his sister and that she's been playing him all along. And then Sherry's like, no. What we had last night, the good times, that was real. That was real. I promise. Simon ends up taking care of Nathan pretty quickly, and then he goes to crush Nathan's head with a damn car tire until the police show up, shoot Simon, arrest Sherry, and that's it. Happy ending. Right? No. The guy cop gets shot in the neck. He dies. And the other girl, the girl from Get Out, she gets shot too. Simon's still alive. He's still kicking. He takes the money, runs off. And mind you, by the way, Sherry was like, "I don't want to do this anymore." And then he's like, "I bet I'm gonna pop your brains out," right before he gets shot. So Simon runs off. Ned's in the back of the police van. Sherry's like, "I gotta go help," because Nathan, he was put in the ambulance, and Simon took the ambulance. So Sherry, the cop, and Ned, they go off on a wild goose chase to chase them in the car. Nathan ends up shocking him and Simon, making the ambulance flip. They have one little final scrap. And it's brutal, man. Like, Nathan, throughout the movie, he gets severely fucked up, bro. His hands were chips by the end of the movie. And this dude Simon, he grabs this dude's arm, pulls it, his whole bone, his arm goes like this, the bone is sticking out like this. It's bad. And then Simon and Sherry have a little scrap. And then Nathan comes back by using adrenaline and sticks Simon with his bone, killing him finally. And then that's it. Simon dies. Happy ending. We cut a little bit in time. Nathan's all good. At first he was covered. His whole body was just straight up cast because he was fucked. But the detective survived, the lady. Ned, he's good, he's safe. And Sherry gets arrested and thrown in jail, but she only has 7 months and 19 days left, and then she's on probation or free, I don't know. But Nathan goes to meet her at the jail. They kiss. Happy ending. That's Novocaine. Now, yeah, overall I had fun, man. Like, there was a lot of jokes throughout the movie. The action was solid, the music was solid, the performances all around were solid. And honestly, I think Novocaine might be my number two for the year so far. I think it's so my ranking right now out of the 5 movies I've seen, it would be Wolfman at dead last, then The Monkey, then Companion, then Novocaine, and number one Hard Eyes. So yeah, bro. I had a blast. I'm glad I'm gonna see it again next week, next Friday, when it actually releases for everyone else. And overall, man, this was a fun movie. You know, March. There's not that many movies that I'm gonna see in March, so at least the first one that I saw was a good one. You feel what I'm saying? But that's it, bruh. It's my review for Novocaine. I essentially gave a whole summary of the movie. It was really funny. It was really funny. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of care in the movie. You know, it's just, I would say this is a good movie to go watch with your friends. You and a bunch of homies, get some popcorn, get some snacks, turn off your brains, and just enjoy the madness of Novocaine. That's what I would say. This is a good going out with your friends type of movie, for sure. Or, you know, if you're in a relationship, go, you know, you and your girl, go ahead, have fun. You know, that's it. It'll be, it's good. It's good for most audiences, I would say. You know, beside, as long as you're not like squeamish, you know, because there's, you know, a fair amount of violence. You should be alright. You should be alright. But yeah, man, that's it. That is my review for Novocaine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would definitely say go check this out in theaters if you get a chance to, because it's a good time. That's it, bruh. I'm the Hero Light Legend, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.